Yesterday, I made a video on the significance of discernment in going through the research on diabetes. My name's Bowie. I've had type 1 diabetes for over 21 years. I am looking for a cure and sharing information as I go. And I came across a perfect example of discernment. Now, I've been doing a little bit of digging on the use of antiparasitics or antihelminthics on the effect of diabetes. And I came across this paper. It's a paper from 1984 that used a antiparasitic drug called mebendazole. The results were pretty impressive. Fasting blood sugars were halved, as well as insulin usage. And get this. One type 1 diabetic improved to the degree that 5 months after he finished the mebendazole treatment, he wasn't using insulin. 5 months, type 1 diabetic, not using insulin. So you say to yourself, holy shit, he took this antiparasitic and he didn't need to use insulin anymore. So what do? I Google some more antiparasitics. And I come across this paper. And by the title alone, it's a little depressing because you look at fenbendazole, and that's a similar medication to the mebendazole from the 1984 paper. And this is saying that it doesn't have an effect on the outcome of type 1 diabetes. But wait, the important detail here is this non-obese diabetic mice. NOD mice are specifically genetically engineered to develop diabetes by means of T cells of the immune system. So that means these mice are going to develop diabetes about 10 to 18 weeks into their development, no matter what. This is important to note because these mice are being modeled after the idea that humans developing type 1 diabetes are also genetically predetermined to develop it. But we've covered before that that is not true. Type 1 diabetes and its genetic ties are pretty weak. So you may read this title and get disheartened and write off antiparasitics as a possibility. But unless you really looked at the genetic basis of the mice that they're using in that study, you would realize it's not a one-to-one correlation with the way humans are developing type 1 diabetes, i.e. via iron overload and oxidative stress. So maybe fenbendazole is a possibility.